I'm Gerlinde, I'm from Belgium and I'm a trader. I mostly trade Nasdaq and a little bit of crypto as well. Mainly day trading, a little bit of investing as well. I moved to Marbella about a year and a half ago. The reason behind it was that for my previous job I was traveling a lot and I didn't really know where I wanted to live. And yeah, Marbella, I'd been here before, I worked here before and it was a nice region. You have a little bit of everything, the mountains, the sea. And I thought, why not try it out? Because yeah, life quality is good over here and I wanted to give it a try, and since a year and a half it's been really good. When I started working, I was 18 years old, I just finished high school and I was doing a maritime college there to work on boats, and my hobby was sailing as well. So I thought I will try and find a job on a sailing yacht, on a private owned yacht. So I moved to Palma de Mallorca, and over there I got an employment on sailing vessels. Some of them were seasonal, some were permanent, and for basically 5 years I was full-time working on yachts. And yeah, we traveled a lot with the boats and it was a really nice experience to travel so much. But I also wanted to change. I wanted to do something for myself. I always had the idea that I wanted to have my own business or start something by myself. And then COVID happened in the middle of my employment and everything was shut down, so I had to move back to Belgium. I was stuck at home, and from traveling and being away so much to then being stuck at home again, I was like, wow, what do I do now? So I started Googling and I wanted to learn new things, and then I ended up looking into trading. And for some reason it really spiked my interest and I was hooked, and it really helped me through COVID as well, because every single day I was just learning a lot. Then after COVID I went back onto the boats again for a couple of years, and I also felt like that was good, but trading was something, it really spiked something inside of me, so I wanted to move on and do that full time. So since about 2 years I moved doing it full time, and since then that's what I'm doing. The transition of moving from being employed for someone to becoming self-employed was scary. It was a bit of a challenge, but on the other hand, I also thought for myself, hey, if it doesn't work out, at least you've tried. So let's give it a go and let's see how it works out. And you can always move back, you can always apply for jobs again and give it some time and yeah, see how it goes. It was definitely a scary time, but I gave it a try, and after 6 months later, I was like, hey, I'm actually enjoying this and it's working out. It's tricky, every day is challenging, but I'm enjoying this, because when you work on boats, you don't have so much of a personal life. And I also wanted a bit of a personal life, you know, you're young, you want to date more, you want to have your own home as well, and so I was enjoying that a lot. Yeah. Being a trader, it's definitely not an easy profession to choose, because you have to challenge yourself a lot. Your mind can really take over your trading, and that's definitely what you don't want. So you need to create two different personalities, really, when you're trading and outside of trading. And the thing is that as people, we have our habits, and you need to create new habits when it comes to your trading, and that takes time. That's something you don't learn in 1 week or 1 month. So every single day you're battling against yourself, which makes it really hard, but also very interesting, because you really get to know yourself. You really have to set your boundaries. Because for example, the crypto market is open day and night, so you can really get lost in that. So you have to say for yourself, hey, these hours I'm gonna spend my time on the charts, but also I'm gonna step away a little bit, because sometimes stepping away is better, because you will just overtrade and you will have too much information and you will start to question your decisions. And also when it comes down to trading Nasdaq is open from Monday till Friday. It opens here in Europe at 3:30 in the afternoon, so that works a little bit easier. There I usually trade the morning session in the US, so that's afternoon here. And like that I will trade from, let's say, 3 o'clock till 7 o'clock our time. For a lifestyle of a trader, I would say it's good, because you're surrounded by more international people here who do a lot of different things. So it's, for example, where I'm from in Belgium, I come from a small village. It's really something special, not really anybody is doing that. But here in Marbella, you will meet more interesting people who are doing more different things and special things. You could come across other traders here as well, and I think that's what makes Marbella so interesting, is that you're surrounded by so many different personalities. Yes, the pool definitely has played a big part in my lifestyle here in Marbella, because it's great to come to a work environment where I'm meeting people, where I'm surrounded by other interesting people as well. And it just makes it easier to socialize, because as you mentioned before, it's not that easy as a trader to socialize, because you're working by yourself, you're doing everything by yourself. And here in the pool, it feels like you have some form of colleagues as well. You see the same people every day, you'll have some lunch, and yeah, you create some connections, and that's great, because I think that's what we need as people. My advice would be for young entrepreneurs to really follow your passion, to do what you like, because if you're doing that, I think it's very hard to get off track. If you're following your passion, you will always find your ways around it, and you will always find solutions. Also, patience is really important. When you're patient, at the end of the day, it will pay off. But in this world, everything is going so fast, and we want instant results, and I'm guilty to that as well. I also want instant results, and within 1 month or 6 months to be really good at something. But that's impossible. So you want to build that good foundation, and in the long term, it will definitely be worth it.